What's up, guys? Um, I just felt like I needed to come on here and just say something because I saw this happen, and this is like a pretty big deal, and it's affecting a lot of people. And it has affected this creator, Penguin Zero, Charlie. And Charlie, I love you. You're ginormous inspiration to me, and I just think you're absolutely great. Uh, it seems like we as a community kind of went on this witch hunt to point fingers. RP Daniel. I don't know anything about the chess community or anything like that. I'm not a chess guy. But what it seems to me is that we all want to point fingers and we all want to place blame somewhere. And there's a lot of pain behind what's happening. And I don't think that that's fair, and I don't think that that's right. And I would just like to put the word out that, you know, it's when it comes down to taking your own, um, at the end of the day, that is your own choice. Um, Even if that includes mental illness, even if that includes abuse of substances, um, whatever that is, um, nobody should point a finger at any specific person and say that it's their fault, and nobody should have to bear the weight of that on their shoulders. Um, I understand that this Vladimir guy has been quite a critic of Daniel in the past, and yeah, and in some extents could say destroying whatever career. I don't know that much about it. My point is just that that's not the answer. You know what I mean? That's not. You can't just point the finger. If you are in a hard place in your life, whether that's online and social media in front of millions of people, or that's, you know, getting let go from your job for an unfair reason and not being able to pay your bills, and, you know, maybe you feel like your family abandoned you, whatever things that you have going on. No. Oh, there was a lag. There was a lag. Whatever things that you have going on in your life that are making you debate um, whether or not you want to continue living, or that make you debate whether or not you want to do that thing. Um, there's it's a really tough scenario to be in. You know what I mean? People can try to be there for you. People can try to help you. People can try to do whatever. But at the end of the day, no matter what happens, when when stuff gets done, that is the own person's decision, right? Vladimir did not extend a hand out through the screen and swing a blade. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's not his fault. It really isn't. Um, it's nobody's fault, really. This is just part of life. You know what I mean? Some people are very sensitive. Some people end up in places that they don't want to be in. Some people, life is a crazy journey and a long roller coaster, and it's a big adventure. So, um, yeah, I don't think that we should be, if we want to decide that Vladimir's a bad guy, leave him alone. You know what I mean? That's not, who cares? That's just Vladimir. But rest in peace, Daniel. It seems like you have a lot of love for surrounding you, and yeah, I think that probably, yeah, I don't know. I don't want to speak for anybody, I guess, but don't. When it comes to something this painful, it's very understandable to want to point a finger, but just making peace with the fact that that was their own decision, and that is what it came to. You know what I mean? It wouldn't have came to that if that's not what they decided. And I'm sure that there's probably other factors, You know what I mean? There's probably other factors. There's probably whatever. And you can sit here and think in your head all you want. There maybe if there was just something that I could have done differently, or maybe if he didn't do this, or maybe if whatever, you know what I mean? Life is tough for everybody. It's gonna be. You know what I mean? People are born with mental illnesses. People are born into poverty family. People are born in Africa, starving, with bloated baby bellies. You know what I mean? This is part of life and something that we just have to accept, and we can do our very best every day to spread love and love other people, and that's a good thing to do. But this witch hunt for pointing fingers or whatever, or attacking this guy for the tragedy that happened, that's that it is what it is. You know what I mean? Life is tough. Life is tough. And sometimes you could have a career that you're really passionate about and you could really care about, and it could be taken from you. Whether it's due to one single person or it's due to whatever, whether it's your fault or not your fault, who knows? That's just part of life, and that's something that we all need to work through and be able to accept. And yeah, I mean, Vladimir, he wants to make cheating accusations about that, whatever. You know what I mean? That's gonna be what he wants to do. It's up to Daniel how he wants to react to that and what he thinks the best option is for himself. And it sucks that it came to that, but that's what he chose at the end of the day. So yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to put this message out there because I don't like to see a whole bunch of people causing a big uproar about such a big painful thing and pointing fingers and causing a big witch hunt, because when something like this happens, I feel like we should all come together as a community and probably just love, try to spread love, you know what I mean, and compassion, because this is not easy for anybody. Everybody who was a part of his life, everybody who cared about him, everybody that, was surrounded by him is being affected. And so is this guy. This guy is being affected big time too, So I don't think it's right to do this. I don't think this is a good video. I think that it's kind of, I think it's just hateful. And, when it comes down to something like this, I don't think the response should be spread hate or point fingers or witch hunt. I think that we should all just pray to God, pray for the family, pray and hope that what Daniel wanted, hope that he's in a better place, and hope that he's, better off now, because that's what he decided. That was his decision. Anyways, yeah, I don't know if I explained that very good, but I just wanted to say that. Charlie, if you see this video, dude, I love you, bro. I love you, bro, and my biggest dream is to be a creator, and that's what I'm going to try and do, and that's what I've been pursuing, and yeah, freaking cool, bro. Freaking love you, bro, and dude, there's no nothing bad. No, nothing bad about all this. I'm sure that this is very hard for you and people close to you and things, and I'm very sorry that happened. Yeah, no hate or anything. All love. Everybody try to understand that this is not just an easy thing to deal with. You know what I mean? I've thought about this a bunch for my own life. And yeah, that is not easy to deal with that. So yeah, try and love everybody in your life and appreciate them for what it is. You know what I mean? Try to just accept the good and don't be too torn up about life just being tough, because that's just the way life is. Thanks, guys.